Why we need Django REST Framework. So this video is specifically for Django beginners, and I am assuming that you know some of the Django and something about JavaScript, or you know some basic JavaScript. So if you are confused about Django REST Framework and you have questions about it, hold your horses because I'm gonna answer most of them today in this video. So without wasting time, let's jump into the video. So a lot of beginners are overwhelmed or confused about the REST framework and its use cases. So today I'm going to talk about what is the use of Django REST framework and why we should use Django REST frameworks. So there is no doubt that we can build awesome website using Django in record time. But the limitation of Django website built without Django REST framework is that these websites reload every time whenever you navigate from one page to another, and also reloads every time whenever you submit any form. So when website reload, you have to wait for 1 or 2 second maximum. This can be annoying to some users. This also makes websites slow. So the questions are, what if we can make our website reload free? What if we can make our website load faster and achieve seamless user experience? What if we can make our website more interactive? And the answer is start using Django REST framework with one of the JavaScript framework like Vue and React. And there are many more. So when you use Django, your data is rendered in template by Jinja template engine, which is built in by Django, which is built in with Django. Jinja can work with Python data types very well, but to make our website reload free and achieve a seamless user experience and make our website fast, we have to use JavaScript and one of its framework with Django REST framework on top of the Django. Because our browser supports only JavaScript as a programming language, but so that's why we have to use JavaScript framework, obviously. So by using JavaScript, we can manipulate the DOM. What is the DOM? So if we go to inspect elements, so this is the DOM. Okay, this is what we call DOM, like every HTML tag, and by wrapping all of them we call it DOM. Okay, so we will use JavaScript framework as a kind of template engine to build our web app. So by using JavaScript, we can manipulate the DOM and render dynamic data without refreshing the whole page. Now you will need to send your object from Django to template so that JavaScript in that template can use them. But the type of query set returned by Django is quote unquote query set type, and the JavaScript can only use JSON data type. JSON means JavaScript object notation. Here is the example, you can see that. Now, for that, you can send a JSON response from your Django to your template by returning a dictionary. Okay. But the problem is that some of the Python data types doesn't make any sense to JavaScript. Like the Boolean value true in JavaScript is very different from true in Python. And we have null in JavaScript and none in Python, which are very different from each other. How will we resolve that problem? We can solve that by converting our query set data type into JSON data type. So this conversion of data type from Django query set to Python data type, or you can say so this conversion of data type from Django query set or Python data type to JSON or JavaScript data type is called serializing. But the conversion of this data type is not really easy as it sounds like. So now here is the game changer. Django REST framework help you in serializing the data from Django data type to JSON, so that can be easily used with JavaScript, so that your JavaScript can manipulate DOM or display the dynamic data easily without worrying about the data types, and the website will not reload, and your website will be faster than before it was. User will also have a seamless experience because of that. Now you can also use Django built-in serializer method to serialize the data. So with comes Django already comes with serializing methods, or they are built in. I have never used them, but Django REST framework make it more easy. So the built-in serializer method of the Django will confuse beginners. So Django REST framework is more easy to implement for serializing the data. So now using Django REST framework, you can make API of your backend and you can create your separate JavaScript project either with Vue, this one, or with React, this one. Okay. And then you can make some API calls to your backend project and request for some data. Then backend will process your request just before returning the response to that request. Django REST framework will serialize your data instance into JSON like this. Okay, so that your front-end application can easily use that front-end application either with React or Vue. So that's it for today. I hope that's make any sense to you guys, and I tried my best to explain why should we use Django REST framework and what are the benefits of using that. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to put a simple Django REST framework tutorial with Vue.js. Okay.